Welcome to Live in the D in the Green Room on a Friday. It was such a fun show. Totally Friday vibes, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, we had the music going,
Yeah.
8675309. Yeah.
Now we're trying to figure out what area code we can get it in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of music, we also had a very cool guest come in who has a podcast called Meet the Music from Acapella to Zydeco, and they also do a vinyl subscription service. This was really neat.
So cool, very cool. Being in Detroit, we are surrounded by good music from classic Motown hits to the hottest new techno sounds. Well, one local man turned his love of music into a business with a podcast and a unique vinyl subscription.
Yeah, this is really cool. So join me as I take you behind the scenes of Meet the Music from Acapella to Zydeco and introduce you to Thomas Corley.
It's everything. I love everything about music. It's the soundtrack of my life. That's what I like about music, is it's always there for me.
Say hello to Thomas Corley, a lifelong lover of music,
Testing. Mic check.
and the creator of the podcast Meet the Music from Acapella to Zydeco.
Well, growing up in Detroit, there's music all around with the Motown sound and house music. But the thing that really got me going was jazz.
From there, his love of music greatly expanded.
Then, as I got older, I kind of started DJing, and as I DJed, I was exposed to a lot of disco, and then as the transition went, a little bit of house music, pre-house music kind of a thing. And then I went to the Navy, and then I got exposed to a little more rock and roll.
Music is frequently a topic of conversation at the Corley household.
I was having conversations around the house about, all these different genres of music. And the podcast world was starting to open up. And I said, I can do that. I can talk about music. So I just talked about it. And then finally my sons, for Father's Day, got me this microphone here. And that told me, okay, with that, you need to shut up and take action, get going with it. So that's what I did. Hello, and welcome to Meet the Music. I'm your host, Thomas Corley.
So in 2020, he turned his passion into a podcast.
Spend a little time, find something you like, and spend a little time with it.
My first guest was Professor Chris Collins down at Wayne State, the guys in charge of Detroit Jazz Festival. Once I got comfortable with him, and I started just rolling from there, having guest after guest after guest. In this episode, we're going to shine a spotlight on the Black Opry.
Along the way, this music lover learned even more about his favorite subject.
The biggest thing for me, learning about the different genres that I didn't know as a kid, and finding out it's 5,000 plus genres and subgenres of music, that just blew my mind. So knowing that there's so much music out there that I have not been able to learn to appreciate, that has been the eye-opening thing for me. I hope you are all in sponge mode and ready to soak it all in.
And he wants to share that knowledge with his listeners.
When we got the podcast going successfully, then I said, well, how do I monetize it? And then so I started thinking about, regular t-shirts and, tote bags and things like that. And I said, well, that doesn't tie in very well to what I want to do. So then I thought about vinyl.
So he started a vinyl subscription service.
When you get the vinyl packaging, it's the artwork, it's the liner notes, it's the digging in to see who the producers were. All of that is visible on a vinyl package. And having the experience of, playing it, flipping it over, getting up to flip it over, and in ownership.
Whether you're a lover of music like Thomas Corley, or someone who just wants to learn more, set your brain to sponge mode and meet the music. And joining us is Thomas Corley, the founder of the Meet the Music podcast and vinyl subscription service. Now, in the piece, we talked a lot about the podcast, so let's talk about the vinyl subscription service. I think this is a really unique way to get people involved in music and kind of take your listeners along with you. So how does it work?
Well, thanks for having me. So basically, we'll start behind the scenes.
Okay.
So what I've done internally is that I've gone to different record stores across the state of Michigan, from Mount Clemens to South Haven. So I go into an independent record store, dig through, seek out unique music, and then I bring it back and offer it to the customers. And then for new records, I just have a warehouse down in Nashville that ships me out new records.
Oh, very cool. So like that kind of gets into it a little bit. Really quick though, he brought this. It's a this is a dryer sheet. Now, describe to me, what do you use this for?
Right. So after I sonically clean the records, I give them a new cover jacket and I give them a new insert. And with that, some records you find in garages and things like that. So it takes away the smell.
Makes it smell all nice.
Right.
That's an excellent idea for these things. So let's talk about the different levels of membership you have, because you definitely have a very friendly entry-level one, but it goes up if you want to really get into it.
Yeah. So the entry-level one is kind of Meet the Music Plus. And what you get there is just a vinyl used record. You go to the next level, gold level, where actually we have 3 levels: gold, platinum, and diamond, just like the record rewards level. So the gold level, you get 2 pre-loved vinyl records, and the platinum level, you get a new one and a used one, and then in the diamond one, you get 2 new ones and 2 used ones.
And how much is your entry-level one?
$16.99.
And that's for 1 pre-loved record a month, or 2?
2.
2 pre-loved
Yeah.
records a month, so that's not bad at all. So can you choose the actual albums you're going to get, or what genre you want, or is it kind of a surprise?
Well, so it's based on genre, and so we pre-select genres for the month of January. Right now is soul music, R&B, and jazz. So in that package, you may not get who you're thinking you're going to get, because it's going to be a surprise. But what we want to do is expand you beyond the top 40 of jazz. So we want to take you to a jazz player who's from South Korea, or a jazz player from Nigeria. So we'll find artists that are on recorded labels that do that, and we ship those out. Now, we also offer a surprise level. If you don't like our selection for the month, then you can choose your own genre of music, and you can select whoever you want. And then later on in April, we're going to open up and offer purchases direct.
That's really cool. All right, so we have to wrap things up now, but can you tell everyone how can they sign up for this or find your podcast?
Yep, so basically just go to our website, www.meetthemusic.com, and you can just subscribe there. We also offer an interactive ebook, so if you download the book, you get interactions with daily songs.
Awesome. That's so cool. This is exactly the kind of thing I need, because I need someone to kind of guide me and expand my knowledge of music. So thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Well, maybe you want a vinyl subscription.
Yes.
Or maybe you want to see Elmo. I was like a little kid in there, really. I was like, let me calm down. I'm supposed to be doing an interview here. But I got a chance to meet Elmo and hear what Sesame Street is doing in town for the next 2 weeks. They are the favorite characters we grew up with: Elmo, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, and Grover, and more. And they are all coming to Detroit to take you on a magical journey. Sesame Street Live is opening at the Fox Theater today with a dynamic show that will inspire people of all ages to believe in themselves. I'm sitting here dancing like a kid myself. Who do I have here? Elmo and Jacoby Wallace. Thank you guys so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Jacoby, what can people expect from this show?
Well, Sesame Street Live Make Your Magic is a highly interactive, musically driven show. So that means that it features some of your songs like C is for Cookie, Number of the Day, and my favorite, Sunny Days. And it also features some of your favorite characters like you listed: Elmo, Abby Cadabby, Big Bird, Grover, Cookie Monster, Rosita, and so many more friends.
Okay, so if they need backup to sing Sunny Days, I'm available. Just so you know, just let me know.
Come on down.
So how can this show encourage kids, young and old, to face the challenges that happen in life?
Well, Sesame Street has been around for 50+ years, and it's always been a champion for getting kids to be smarter, stronger, and kinder. And our show is no different. You know, we are learning magic, and Elmo, though he's struggling now, he learns to persevere and to keep going. And that's something that we can all kind of bring with us.
All right, so how does magic play a part in this show?
It's a huge magic show. It's Elmo, Abby Cadabby, and their new friend Justin, the character that I portray. And they're on a journey for magic, and they learn that everything in life, even though it may look like magic, it may not really be that. You know, baking cookies can be magic, you know, playing with shadows can be magic, and making friends can be magic. So that's something that we all can, you know, play around with.
Okay, so now we do understand that this is a magical performance in more ways than one. So Elmo, can you share some of that with us today?
Absolutely.
I'm so geeked that you're here, I have to say that. I feel like a little kid. All right, Elmo, what you got for us?
All right, so Elmo has a magic trick for us.
All right.
There are 4 simple steps, okay? So first you take the handkerchief and show that there's nothing in it.
Okay.
Then you put the handkerchief over your hand. Then you'll say the magic words sesayu, sesame. Can you say them with me?
Sesayu, sesame.
And then, ta-da! Nice. Oh, I think that's for you.
Oh, Elmo gave me flowers. Thank you.
Yes,
This is
thanks, buddy.
amazing. I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
All right, so how can people learn more and get tickets to the show? Because this looks like a blast.
It is. You know, we're going to be at the Fox Theater for 2 weeks, so we encourage everyone to go to sesamestreetlive.com for information on tickets that work for you and your family.
This is awesome. Jacoby and Elmo, thank you guys so much for being here. I feel like such a lady with these flowers. Thank you, Elmo. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Sunny day, sweep the clouds away. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
I know that was not the word.
I was gonna say, can you tell we don't know the words?
Right.
Past that point.
You can't help but love Elmo.
Yes.
Can't.
So after you go take your child to Elmo, I have a place for you to go on date night afterwards. It has healthy Mediterranean cuisine, a very chic atmosphere, and I think you'll love this. It was inspired by the owner's mother's cooking.
I do love that.
Good old family dinners.
I love it. Well, if you've made a resolution to eat healthier, but you still want to feel like you're treating yourself to a night out, then listen up.
Yes, dishing up Mediterranean cuisine in a very chic atmosphere is what this next place is all about. And it earned them being named Restaurant of the Year by the Detroit Free Press in 2020. So get ready to dine in the D as we head to Layla in Detroit. Between this perfectly cooked branzino and the carefully curated atmosphere, you can tell the group behind Layla in Detroit pays attention to the details.
My family started Phoenicia in Birmingham, and I started working there 20 years ago, and kind of was a passion and a goal of mine to open a restaurant in Detroit.
And Sammy Eads' main source of inspiration for this restaurant was his mother, Layla.
Who is the glue that kind of holds the family together, and she's, don't tell my dad, she's the best cook I know.
This mouth-watering spread of Lebanese food was a common occurrence at the Eid household.
It's funny, when I was applying to college, to university, my dad said you can go anywhere in the world as long as it's 45 minutes away. So fortunately I got into Michigan and went to Michigan, and then every Sunday it was mandatory that I was home for Sunday dinner. And my mom puts out a spread like you've never seen before, arguably too much. Bringing that here I think was really one of our big goals.
Besides the menu, Layla also influenced the style of the restaurant.
She has a very sort of chic, wonderful sense of style. She had a good sort of underlying presence when it came to, you know, final selections and sort of the aesthetic of the restaurant in general.
Well, this spread is beautiful, and that's exactly how it's supposed to look. Lots of dishes for everyone at the table to enjoy. So let's start off with one of their smaller plates or traditional appetizers. This is their hummus, and it's done in a very authentic Lebanese way, so a little less garlic forward. To eat with it, you can choose either pita, which is made fresh daily, or their crudité, which is a mixed veggie plate. Another great way to begin your meal is with this eggplant fete. So this has eggplants in it, as well as ground lamb, chickpeas, and the fete is actually this yogurt and tahini mix that's on top. It's garnished with pomegranate seeds, toasted pita, pine nuts, and a little bit of Aleppo chili powder. Now this next dish smells amazing. This is called batata hara, which basically translates to spicy potatoes. So these are deep fried potatoes, but first they boil them so you get this nice crispy edge to them. They're then tossed in a bunch of seasonings with citrus in there, cilantro, more of that Aleppo chili powder, and jalapenos, creating this really warm, spicy, well-balanced dish. Next, we have their halloumi, which is a sheep's milk-based cheese, and it's very low moisture, so it doesn't really melt so much as sear in the pan, and that's what they do. They pan fry that, and then they top it with butternut squash, oranges, and dukka, which is an Egyptian spice blend featuring lots of nuts. Moving on now to entrees, we have their branzino. Now this is a beautiful fish that they just lightly grill, and it's served on a bed of balela, kind of a warm chickpea salad. And for those who can't decide what they want to eat, check out this mixed grill. You have the meat kafta, beef kebab, and chicken kebab. It's served with grilled veggies on top of a warm pita with an Aleppo paste and a garlic paste. And finally, for dessert, we have their Lebanese sundae. So this has ash matcha ice cream in it, which is a blend of rose water and orange blossom, giving it lots of nice floral notes. It's topped with Turkish cotton candy and finished with pistachios.
So is that dessert gluten-free? Probably not because of the...
No, I think it is because it's basically cotton candy, which is just spun sugar on top.
Okay, it looked like the same thing like the bird's nest is made from, which is...
Yes, which is like very thin dough. That's,
yes.
So it's a little different, but I would definitely ask them to double check on that.
All right, well, did they use any of Layla's recipes?
Actually, yes, they did. I spoke to the chef there, Chef Nick, and he was saying, you know, she's a real mom that cooks. She doesn't measure things. She just kind of does it by feel. And so he was following her around in the kitchen, measuring all the stuff that she would to make the food, and then he would have to make it for her. He was like, it was intimidating to make it for the matriarch.
I'm sure.
He did it, and so yes, a lot of the recipes are influenced by Layla's recipes, but they've added their own spin to them. They modernized them a bit. He was telling me, he's like, if my Lebanese grandma tried this food, she'd probably say, this is not authentic Lebanese.
Right. It would probably be hard to make it so authentic at the large amounts that you would need to make it for a restaurant, right? Okay, so where are they located?
So Layla is located in Capitol Park in downtown Detroit, right off of Griswold Street.
Yeah,
very close. And if you want restaurant recommendations, I am your girl. I can hook you up. And we also do behind the scenes chats. I'm talking about my Dine in the D foodie newsletter. This is for all the foodies out there in Metro Detroit. I know there's a lot of you out there. To sign up for the newsletter, you can go to the newsletters tab on clickondetroit.com and you'll get it in your inbox every other Thursday. Like I said, to sign up, look for the newsletters tab at the top of clickondetroit.com.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us for Live in the D in the green room. We had a great time.
We did, and of course, you'll see Tati on Monday, and I'll be back on Tuesday.